go. Well,
What's up, Shadow? What's up, Big O?
what's going on, man?
We got a lot to get into, man. I'm excited to have y'all on the show.
What up?
Crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, you know, y'all know I wanted him. I wanted him gone. I mean, you know, but
all right, mic check. Can y'all hear me?
We hear you,
all
T
right,
Money.
we live, man. We live.
We live. We hear you loud and clear. More loud than clear.
Yeah, you on 100. You most definitely on 100. But so, y'all know I wanted.
Hold on. You got your headphones on? I got feedback coming through somebody's laptop. Is that coming through your laptop, T Money?
He got headphones.
He got headphones? All right, go ahead.
Oh,
go ahead.
It's clear now.
All right.
Hear me?
So y'all know. I mean, it's no secret that I wanted him. You know, Sherrone gone. I mean, he wasn't my happy coach, and you know, but dang, like this.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. What is it about making millions make you dumb?
What do you make, like
Make you
7
chase.
million?
It don't even matter.
5.5 a year for 5 years.
Millions? Why? Because you was goofy before you got money, and then you decided, hey, it's time to start chasing. And what do you chase?
Listen. That
I mean, I'm
listen,
just
it ain't got nothing to do with no bunnies. This don't have nothing to do with bunnies.
It don't, because hey, look, I'm not knocking the bunny situation.
Mm-hmm.
I've been with my buddy for over 20 years. So that ain't got nothing to do with it. It's just the simple fact of what you doing, man. I mean, and then what's the new thing? Possibly OnlyFans? You doing?
Yeah, we're going to get into that too.
OnlyFans for real? I mean, dang. Of all the things you could have got fired for, you wouldn't even got fired. The team is 9-3. So, I mean, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
You about to go to a bowl game and you got fired on your day off, basically. You about to go to a bowl game and guess what? Oh, by the way, you fired because you kicking.
So we just gonna like X out the fact that he got fired because he black, right?
That the direction you want to take it?
Y'all want to take it anywhere else? Because if that, I'm sorry, if you're the white coach and that happened, they would have held that back until after the bowl game, and then they would have picked it up, talked about it, and swept it under the rug. We've seen many a coach. We've seen many a coaches of being Caucasian doing some scandal stuff, and that stuff gets swept in the rug. Yeah, media talk about it, but you don't see nobody getting fired right on the spot.
Okay, so to address that, you think they would have held that off until after the bowl game?
From what I'm hearing.
Or you think he lost to Ohio State.
Mm.
This wasn't a secret.
Yeah, but he beat Ohio State also.
Right, but they didn't find any of this out right after he lost to Ohio State. This was a pretty obvious relationship going on.
They've been kicking it for a couple of years.
They've been kicking it for years.
Right.
So I don't know that I agree that it was simply because he was black. Y'all been knowing about this relationship, but I still need you to win. So right. I don't know. Black, white, Asian, whatever. You losing. This may be a scapegoat reason, but this relationship has been obvious for years.
Well, I mean, here's a question. Do you think it would have been something they would have treated this different if he would have beat Ohio?
I do.
Definitely. Yeah.
I do.
So you think this is because you can't say nobody's seen this relationship over 2 years.
The thing is we didn't have a team that can beat Ohio State. We didn't even have a team. So
we got a comment in here. They want you to answer it, T Money. They said, I need some examples of white married coaches having extramarital affairs and interactions.
I'm talking about the scandals. Like Rick Pitino had a scandal. I mean, if I do some research, we're gonna find a quick 4 or 5 coaches out there had scandals, and they ain't lose. They still working. You know what I'm saying? Like,
are they still working where they were?
I have to double check. Sherrone Moore, he won't be back in college football, bro.
I think bottom line is he's just saying that the scandal didn't ruin their careers. If we're talking about Michigan, we're talking about Michigan State, similar situations.
Yeah,
But in this, the only difference is one was a contractor, which is at Michigan State, and the other one was directly employed by the school at Michigan. That's the only difference. But in the same situation, bottom line, same thing essentially happened. Neither of those coaches will probably ever coach again. Ever.
We may never.
Right.
Neither one of them may never even get a African American coach again.
I don't know.
And check it,
I can't.
Sherrone.
I can't say that about Michigan State, Big O. I can't say that about Michigan State because we've had a black coach. But go ahead.
No, but the Sherrone Moore, though, I don't think they're going to buy out his contract. I think it's stipulations in his contract. That's how he got fired. So I don't even think he's getting the rest of his bread.
No, he won't get the rest of his bread. That was never a question. He's not getting the rest of his money.
That's what I'm saying. So,
but I mean it's due to a contract. If you breach the contract, you breach the contract. In my field of work, we've had people breach the contract and they're not getting paid either. Like
you breach.
It's an infraction. You breach the contract, bro.
It states in the contract that you can't, associate or have a
you can't have a relationship with a subordinate like that. And you're, what I'm saying, they're your subordinate. You can't do that.
I mean,
but
you thinking with the wrong head.
But here's the thing. I can't definitively say that either of you, Shadow and T-Money, are wrong about, hey, they probably won't get another coaching job. When it comes to Mel Tucker, he's still behind the scenes dealing with that lawsuit, similar to how our current football head coach was dealing with his lawsuit and didn't get a job until it was resolved. So it remains to be seen if he's going to get a job once that's already resolved and we figure all of that out.
Moore ain't getting another job.
When it comes to Moore,
Tucker gonna get a job before Moore. I put money on it.
And that's what I was getting ready to say. When it comes to Moore, it was a rapid downward spiral because you didn't just have this inappropriate relationship and then it came out and you got caught. You have stalking charges. You have, entering without breaking. You have stalking. And then on top of that, now ADs have to worry about your mental health because you threatened suicide.
All right, let me add this. Being in criminal justice and all, he hit with 4 charges. 3 of those charges ain't sticking. The reason they throw so many charges at you is so one can stick. If you look at 2 of the charges, they basically the same thing. So his lawyer, this is gonna be a misdemeanor, walk out with a fine.
It's not even necessary. The charges is not even what I'm stuck on. I'm more so looking at your mental health. When you go around and say, I'm going to delete myself, is that someone that I want to bring in to lead kids in this program? That's what's going to prevent you from getting a job. You don't think he what?
Listen, I don't think he's going to off it. I don't think he's going to off himself. I don't
either when you have a butter knife. But the fact still remains that you grabbed butter knives and kitchen scissors and said that you were going to do what you're going to do.
You interviewing me, right? You interviewing me. I went through that whole drama. It's 4 or 5 years later. I was like, listen, yes, me and my marriage wasn't in a good place. I was talking to this chick, and she cost me the head coaching job of a top 5 university in the nation. Yeah, I lost it.
Did she cost you that, or did you cost that yourself?
You cost that yourself.
The word is that he had to end it. You know what I'm saying? And ended it. And she the one that went to the AD and admitted the relationship. Now, this is, this is all speculation and stuff.
Where did you get that report? The report that I read said that she wanted to call it off. He fired her or wanted to fire her because he didn't want it to end.
Yeah, this
all of this came
outlet.
out. And all of this came out. And then when you look at with everything that's coming out, it looks like he just has a history of thirsting after people who may or may not want him, because we still have to address this OnlyFans model that he's been DMing for over a year.
All right. Now, Maverick, I got a question. How did this chick keep her job?
Who? Paige?
Yeah.
As of now, she's the victim. For PR reasons, you can't fire the victim. How do you fire the victim? That's your boss.
There should have been a stipulation in her contract as well that you should be having a relationship. She knew it.
Usually,
she knew he was married with kids too. She ain't innocent.
Usually, when you are in the workplace that stipulation is put in place for top down. It's usually not bottom up. It's usually, hey, you're a manager, no fraternization with people under you because you have the power to control their career. You don't have no power when you're underneath the manager.
It takes two. Both of them should be canned. It just
and
don't
if
look
nothing
good.
don't happen to her, this situation will be a color situation because everybody gonna be like, why she didn't get fired. That's my opinion.
I would have cut her a severance package. Don't get me wrong. I would have had her meet with the lawyers.
Like I said, I think it's gonna be more to it if nothing happens to her and he lost his job along with his life, basically, because he ain't gonna be able to coach no more. He gonna have to go in hiding after all this.
They got footage of him and the wife today. You know what I'm saying? So
she's supporting him. She's supporting him. I want to hear Shadow because we haven't heard from Shadow. Shadow, what's your take on all of this?
I mean, bottom line, I think kind of like you all been saying. Realistically, I just look at it as it's a bad situation all around. You know, when we had our thing here at State, you know, everybody was joke this, joke that. I don't think it's a joking matter whatsoever. You know, I don't root for Michigan. I dislike them. But you can't hate the school. The school is a top school, it's a top university, all around the world. And so with that being said, you know, people's lives are at stake. He had a family. He still has a family, and you got to think about his children. Forget the relationship between him and his wife. That was what it was. Maybe they had an understanding, maybe they didn't. You never know. But when we go back to it and you think about, again, what it comes down to is he won't ever get a job again. His career is over. And so you just think about that and you're like, oh man, now you can see why he did what he did after the fact, because he thought about it after the fact. Nobody ever thinks about it when it's happening. And so when I think about that, I'm like, you got to show him compassion, but at the same time, he did do it to himself, and you got to think about that.
I don't mean to crack a joke, but he definitely was thinking when he was inside that bunny. He was definitely thinking it out.
The word of today is accountability, which apparently a lot of people in society don't have or don't care to have. I'm big on accountability. I've made mistakes. I've done things that I've regretted, but I own up to it. I think that's part of what makes you a man, a mature, grown man, not just your age. If I make a decision as a man, I'm not going to sit here and say, well, what about her though? You pursued her. Did she really pursue you? You pursued her. You got her.
Know that.
You
know what? Millions of dollars can make you look fine and make you pursue somebody if you got an opportunity to.
We don't know that he pursued her.
I'm just saying.
All right, so what about the salary incident?
Money
what about the
could
salary?
have a lot
Hold on. Before we go to the salary incident, we don't know that he pursued her?
You know what I mean, Mav. Come on, man. $1 million. I mean, money can make you look good. It's a lot of what, like we had this conversation. It's a different way.
I'm in agreement with Big O. I'm kind of in agreement because, man,
how are y'all in agreement? Hold on. You guys are missing the point. He just became the head coach last year. Where's all these millions of dollars coming from if this relationship has lasted years?
Well, he was making.
He made $1 million.
He was not making $5.5 million when this relationship
but he was a millionaire.
Started. It wasn't millions of dollars that all of a sudden she was like, I think I want him. This has lasted for years.
Okay.
We got to do some critical thinking when it comes to this. I understand that a lot of times we got this mentality where it's like, it ain't me. And like, look at all of the circumstances around me. We got to have accountability.
So when he got his millions, he dangled the carrot.
I'm so tired.
He dangled the carrot.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired of Big O. Listen.
What's up, Doc?
Listen.
And his career, that's folks.
I'm not I'm not. You can and just look at the way he moves. First of all, now, this is just my opinion. In my opinion, sometimes you can just see how people move, and you can kind of tell if they're that guy or if they recently came into a situation to where all of a sudden they had a glow up. He strikes me as the person that was never really that guy, and he had a glow up situation. I'm not naive enough to believe that she pursued him of all people.
Come on.
I'm just not. Bro, there's football play. Hold on. There's football players on the team that made more than him in the NIL, in this current NIL situation.
Okay.
Why would I go for you in your 30s when I can have this young athlete over here at the peak of his performance?
It's something called clout, and as a head coach, he had all the clout. Those are just players.
You're still missing it. He was not the head T-Money. I need you. He was not the head coach when it started. There's no clout. He was not the head coach,
right?
He was not the head coach when this started.
Was he the assistant head coach? That's what I'm asking.
But your point was he was the head coach. He was not the head coach when this happened. He was not making $5.5 million. So we're not gonna move the goalposts. We're gonna keep it right where it's at. He did not make all of that money, and he was not the head coach. So the clout thing doesn't matter. I'm not naive enough to believe that she pursued him, and she, you know what I'm saying, that she was just
so
like,
she
I'm going
pursued
to
him for all
target
these
him.
years and stayed with him for what reason? Why did she stay with him then? Why she stay a side piece with him for years?
Does that negate that he?
No, I need an answer.
You don't need an answer. We haven't finished talking about who pursued who. You're trying to move the argument so you can be right in something. And the bottom line is she didn't pursue him. So just like this OnlyFans model didn't pursue him. He pursued the OnlyFans model.
We know that they've been kicking it for a couple of years. He only been head coach for a couple of years. So you trying to say as soon as he got the contract of being head coach, and then all of a sudden, hey, on day one,
that's what you're trying to tell me she did,
huh?
That's what you're trying to tell me she did, and we actually have more evidence that he pursues people that don't like him anyway, like the OnlyFans DMs.
Now, have she posted those DMs?
Yeah, yes, she did.
Yeah, I don't like him anyway. I mean, bottom line, but
I ain't got nothing against him. I just thought he was.
I do. I can't.
He wasn't aggressive,
and like I said, I wanted him to get fired, but dang, not to bring the whole school behind him. You know what I'm saying? Not put a black cloud over U of M because you decided, hey, I'm going creep.
People wanted him fired.
Kind of ways you could have done this, making all this money, but no, you did it the most dumbest way possible. And it's like we've been talking contracts already. It's in the contract. Don't mess with nobody. You know, it's dumb.
Yeah, that's where you feel like
you could have.
That's where you feel like. That's where I feel like he do got a mental illness, because if you got it right there in black and white in your face, you know and you still doing it, and you doing it for years. Yeah, that's a mental issue where you can't understand, and you just like, I don't know. Maybe she was giving him attention he wasn't getting at home. That's really irrelevant. But yeah, I feel like he do suffer from some mental illness, and I think his wife knew about it, and I think that's why she's supporting him right now.
I feel like here's the thing. Most statistically speaking, when you're at that high of a level, most significant others, most wives kind of know about it. And it's just like, just don't embarrass me. Don't put it out in the media, this, and that. I do want to kind of move this conversation further along, but my biggest point is he's got to have accountability. I'm not saying that she's 100% innocent, but you the man, and we like to claim, like, be a man and do all this other stuff. And then when you get in trouble, then it's like, woe is me. I'm not buying the little woe is me stuff. So
I get that.
My heart does go out to the family and his kids. His kids, they're going to have to deal with this for years to come.
Yeah, daughters.
Yeah.
Daughters.
I hope that he gets the help that he needs. There was a report that came out. This is not something I would have done, but the report was when he got out of jail on Friday, he DM'd the OnlyFans model again. Now, the DM that came out was just like, he was like, I can't believe you came out and said all this, but I just wanted to say God bless, and, I'm going to focus on God more. But when you in the thick of it, is it really smart to go out and like, I'm going to send one last DM? No, I probably would have been like, I'm not going to reach out. So that was part of what she leaked too. The report that
she said, what kind of model is she?
OnlyFans. But
man, everything she do is gonna be for clout.
But the reports that came out that said he tried to offer her tickets for some all that stuff, she said that is not true. So she put that out there and was like, that's not true. There's a lot of stuff being made up. But my heart goes out to the family.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they can get through it, but I agree with all of you when it comes to more. I mean, Moore may not get another job. We just disagree on why. I don't think
he worked in high school.
I don't think it's because of necessarily the allegations. I think it's more so on the mental health side of things, because I think Tucker can get back into coaching, and at the college level.
And Tucker wasn't a bad coach.
His recruiting could use some work, but we'll agree to disagree on that.
Well, the one thing for sure, like we said, we know Moore ain't getting one because he was
tell you
on
what,
court
if Tucker was
looking like
coaching
Lamont Sanford. He was straight up looking like Lamont Sanford sitting in that and looking like Big Dummy over there. I mean, it's a wrap for him.
I think that's the knock on Moore. Everybody thought he was too soft and he wasn't aggressive enough, and his play calling was, casual and all that.
Play calling was terrible.
I hate it. I hate how they oust him. You know what I'm saying? I hate this whole thing happen. I wish him the best. I hope he come back in some capacity as an offensive coordinator down the road. But now we got to see who they gonna hire next. You know what I'm saying? This is a black guy for Michigan.
You got names? You got names?
I like Deion Sanders. I like Deion.
Why?
Because I mean,
he aggressive,
and then he gonna raise men also. You know what I'm saying? Is he
gonna win?
With the talent and the recruiting, he don't change too much. And he got the boosters behind him. He gonna have other people behind him. Yeah, I think he gonna win.
Wait a minute, I was about to say, did his name get dangled out there? This is something new. I
like Kelly.
I didn't hear it. Did you?
Oh, okay.
What about you, Shadow? Have you heard Sanders' name being dropped?
No,
I think that's a crazy name to drop, but I didn't hear that drop.
I don't think he's leaving.
What names you heard?
I mean, we've heard the norm. DeBoer ain't leaving Alabama. I wouldn't leave Alabama. Not with everything that's going on there. I'm staying far away from the situation. I didn't hear Nick Saban.
Nick Saban, Chris Kelly. That's Kelly
on there.
Brian Kelly. I heard Brian Kelly. I heard Marcus Freeman. If I'm Marcus Freeman, I'm not leaving Notre Dame. I'm not leaving the situation I have unless I'm only leaving Notre Dame if I'm going to the NFL. So I've heard him too.
Well,
nah, but it'd be good if he came. I wouldn't want him, but if he came to Michigan, he'd be in a conference. And Notre Dame ain't gonna never get no love. All this independent stuff with Notre Dame, I'm glad they didn't go to the bowl game. I'm glad they not in the playoff. I can't stand Notre Dame. I hope they lose every game, every time they on TV. That independent stuff they trying to walk, it shot them and it blew up in their face.
No, I mean Freeman is a good coach though. I don't see him leaving to come to Michigan, but he's a good coach. I respect Freeman.
With Notre Dame, though, they got an inside to the playoffs for the next couple of years in the new contract. So as long as they go 10-2, they're gonna be there.
Right. Yeah, now I'm definitely not leaving for at least 2 years, unless it's the NFL. So
I mean, a couple of jobs will be opening up in the NFL next season, in the off season.
Call it.
I want to say the Jets, but they're gonna give him another year. Unfortunately, he should have never took that job. Glenn should have never took that job with New York.
You gotta give him another year. You can't bring him in 1 year.
You do, but didn't they? Yeah, man, we didn't see coaches get in for 1 year and get booty right out.
Vegas, Raiders.
That franchise is over, and it's sad because Vegas is a good place. They got talent. They got talent.
They didn't stay where they need to stay. They all over the place.
Well, we'll see what happens with the Jets, though. I'm rooting for them over there because I didn't like him as a defensive coordinator here, but I'm rooting for them over there. They'll get a quarterback. They'll move up in the draft and probably grab my guy from Indiana. So we'll see what happens once they actually get a quarterback in there and go from there. I don't know. It's
Miami gonna need a coach.
Oh, the Dolphins?
Yeah. They gotta let dude go. I know he's trying to fight for his job right now, but his time is up. Time for some fresh meat up in there.
Fight for my life.
You know what? since we're talking about job openings and fresh meat, this is not going to be the reference y'all think it is when I said fresh meat. I get your minds out the gutter.
About some bunnies.
Did any of you, when you watch this Lions game, we're gonna move it over to the Lions. When you guys watch this Lions game, did you notice anyone in particular smiling after the loss? At all? Anyone? Player, coach, GM?
No.
Mr. Brad Holmes.
Huh?
Mr. Brad Holmes. Mr. I won't do anything to improve the D-line, even though I used to be a D-lineman myself. Smiling after this tough loss. We have to win out and get help. And you're smiling after this loss. We're gonna dig further into the game. I know some of excuse me. I know some of you are probably going to vent about the fact that the refs kind of cheated on that touchdown because that touchdown would not have counted in backyard football. However, I don't believe that you should allow the refs to dictate the outcome of the game, even though they often do. It really bothered me at the end. I mean, he wasn't the only one smiling. J-Mo was smiling too. St. Brown was looking pissed. And I'm like, I like that. I like St. Brown's energy. He's pissed that we lost. And J-Mo found a reason to smile. I don't know if he's thinking about getting Coney on 6 Mile or what, but he found a reason to smile after this loss. And that's bothered me since Roy Williams was here. When we would lose and he would drop passes and be like, ha ha, my bad. And I'm like, this is not funny, bro. We're losing. I don't understand why you're so happy right now. So getting back to my point.
They was never expected to win this game.
Is it time for Brad to go? Do we still believe in Brad?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Big O?
It ain't. Man.
See,
we'll come back to you. Shadow, you still believe in Brad?
50, man.
I do, but I mean, I guess you got to go back to what's the ownership. I mean, do they want to spend the money, or do they want to go in, or are they saying, hey, this is the best, stretch of 3 years we've had in the last 40 years, 50 years. So, but I believe in them. I just think if we don't make the playoffs, we got to do some shuffling. I mean, do you want to keep paying the quarterback? Do you want to go young there and start over? Or do you want to? I mean, you got to open it up and think about all of that at that point in time.
I think whether we make the playoffs or not, we got to do some shuffling. So our defense is decimated for the second year in a row. Yeah, there's been a lot of injuries this year, a lot of ACL tears across the league, a lot of injuries. This whole I'm the villain and I'm the smartest man in the room is getting tired for me. Something's got to change.
Mm-hmm.
I want a DN. Our O-line has to be revamped. I'm okay with Decker going and we get a new left tackle. I don't hate Goff. I hate things about Goff, like when he finally does move around in the pocket and throw the ball, he throws it 7 yards ahead of him and in the dirt. I don't really know who he's throwing to when he does that, but it happens far too often.
Way too often.
As someone told me recently, he's like one of the last quarterbacks that are in the league starting that, he's not mobile.
No.
All of the newer guys coming in can move somewhat. And
I mean, Stafford moves a little, but he's a pocket passer too. Joe Burrow's a pocket passer. I mean, yeah.
But they can move. Goff is, come on now. They're pocket passers, but they can move and they can get you some yard. Goff runs,
and that's why
like
O-line is very important.
Look, Goff moves when he trying to run. He might as well be in the hub around.
Yeah, he's not really going anywhere, and then
he ain't
can't
going nowhere fast.
So we got to look at that.
Moving faster than him when he did that.
That's debatable. Because I really thought, I said, man, I thought Hutch was faster than that. I really thought Goff may have been faster during that pick.
Hutch ain't ran that far. Hey, Hutch, I love you, man. I love you, but man, He had to get some oxygen after that.
I mean, I feel like we got away from the stuff that we used to do, like using Montgomery and Gibbs. I understand Gibbs is the rising star, but Montgomery used to punish the defensive players. So when you brought Gibbs in, it was like, you know what I'm saying, they was already banged up, and I feel like they missing that. They can move Gibbs to the slot.
Wow, what's up, man? What you got? What you got?
The reason that they have not been using Gibbs like they used to is because if you watch the line play, the holes open and close like that. Montgomery don't have the speed to hurry up and get through that hole before it closes because our O-line is not good.
Yeah.
Our O-line is not good. It's not. We can dream and wish up on a star, and our O-line is not good. So, seeing as how our O-line is not being that good, when we hike the ball, you got 1.3 seconds to try to hit this hole and make something happen. Even when Gibbs went up the middle at time, it was like there's nothing there. They ate it up. We don't have the players.
Man, I mean, I see what you're saying, but I don't like. He got one sack through for almost 350 yards. I'm not gonna be knocking on Goff because what happened is y'all.
We weren't talking about Goff. We was talking about the fact that they don't use Montgomery like they were.
It goes off to the O line, and I'm like, the O line can't be as bad as people were trying to portray.
Are you serious right now?
If it was bad, man, he would stay laying on his back. They would sack him. He not getting like,
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, bro. We talking about the run game versus the passing game. Those are two different aspects of the game. So do you want to shift it to talking about the passing game and how good the O-line is, or do you want to keep it at the run game and why they don't use Montgomery?
All right, we keep at Montgomery, but but the O-line is not as bad as you saying. And you have said this multiple times. All right.
O-line is horrible right now.
We just ain't gonna lose the fact that the Rams got a solid D-line. You know what I'm saying? They got solid linebackers. I mean,
but we already went into
want me to pull up other games?
That it was a possibility that, the Rams this was one of the games that we said that was going to possibly them catching an L on, even though we beat them the last couple of games. I mean, it is what it is. And we got injuries and stuff. I keep saying this, and I probably say it every recording, that if we weren't going to be at 100%, certain teams we just wasn't going to beat. We are not at 100%. If we was at 100% team, it'd be a whole different discussion right now.
I think so. We got one starting DB playing, so we got the starting corner out, both safeties out. So that says a lot. And then we lost by 7 to the best team in the NFC.
Yeah, I'll give you all that. None of that negates what I said about Montgomery and the O-line being bad. I understand that we're going to bring up other points. None of that negates the fact that our O-line is they're not good. We have
pretty much
a couple good. Yeah, they're not good.
Yeah. Shadow, you quiet. Come on, man. You gotta get in here, man. We and we got the tree. It's the trio going over here. You just like, No, what you got to say? Come on, help us out.
I'm telling you. I said it before. I think a couple of years ago was when we lost to the 49ers.
Yeah,
I think that was our best chance. I think that was our best chance, and it's been downhill since then. We had a good year last year. I mean, but we were decimated by injuries. Injuries are part of the game. Same thing this year. But I think you only can get to a certain point in time, and when you have a chance to win, you got to win. You got to take it, and we didn't take it. So, like I said, we got to shuffle some money around. We got to do some things, and I never thought Goff was the guy, but he's proven me wrong up until this point. But like Maverick was saying, when he does scramble around, he gets inaccurate when he scrambles. It's like he got to be in like the Statue of Liberty. Nobody can touch him for the ball to be on point, and that's where we struggle. So I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind going young at the QB position and seeing what could happen.
All right. With that being said, what QB out there that y'all think can come over here and play better than Goff.
You know what? You know what? I promise I was thinking that.
Yeah.
I promise I was thinking that. I would not be mad
Too
at
late.
that.
It's too late.
Why?
Man, because now you got to come out with, man, listen, they're not giving Shedeur away for free. So what you willing to give up for Shedeur to come here?
What they gave up to get him? You don't like him there anyway. You're not using him.
Right.
No, I don't. I'm asking. I know. I love Shedeur if he played in Detroit. I love it. But what is Detroit going to give up to get Shedeur?
Exactly what the Browns gave up to get him.
A fifth rounder?
It's clear that the Browns they're not really rocking with him, right? He has the opportunity now, but y'all don't like him. Y'all want Gabriel to be the quarterback of the future. Don't mess this man's career up. The fact that y'all don't like him, you can't really put a high price tag on him if we wanted to come get him. If anybody wanted to come get him, you can't say, well, give us a third rounder. Bro, you spent a late rounder on him. You lucky if I give you a soon-to-be free agent for him. Yeah, I'm not going to let you mark the price tag up for him because you're not using him. We'll let his rookie contract expire since it ain't that long because you drafted him so late, and we'll just sign him in. But I wouldn't be mad at that. I like Shadow's pick for that. I was thinking that. Shout out to the chat. Somebody said the same thing. It said Sanders. I wouldn't be mad at that.
I wouldn't either, but I'm feeling like, man, that's like needle in a haystack, penny in a wishing well. I don't feel like that's going to happen.
It may not happen, but I don't think that's as a far stretch as you think it is.
Take Sanders out of the equation. What young quarterback would y'all like to see in this Lions system? Richardson, Coates, they don't want to do nothing with him.
Nah, nope. Don't want Richardson. Nope. I can tell you who I don't want. I can tell you who I don't want.
I didn't even finish.
Nope.
Who you don't want? Murray?
Him. I don't want Murray. No. I'm thinking young. So who's coming out? Let's look it up. Do we know who's coming out?
Quarterback from Indiana?
He won't be there. He's going to the Jets. Let's see. Let's look at the draft class. Because after Sanders, if you're telling me we got to take Sanders away,
I ain't gonna lie. I will offer a fourth rounder for Sanders just to sweeten the pot, just to make them let him go. I will offer a fourth rounder.
We know Moore won't be there. We know Mendoza won't be there. We know Ty Simpson won't be there. You know what? I don't think he's gonna be there. Somebody gonna pick him up. Shadow, I know you watch college football. What do you think about Sellers out of South Carolina? Lenore Sellers.
I like that. Now, he started off strong, but, he got beat up this season.
Yeah, pull up Lenore Sanders on y'all phone real quick and check him out. Big O and T-Money.
No, so check it. With that name being said, he's still going to sit a year behind Goff.
I'm fine with that, but at least you getting stuff moving. You getting you know what I'm saying? It moves the needle a little bit. I get it. So we'll have Goff another year because he's not going to be a high pick. But you have someone. So basically, we tried to experiment and we tried to get somebody that we thought would be ready to step up, and Hooker couldn't get it done. So you got to get somebody in the room.
You don't like our backup, Allen?
No. I had a joke and it left as soon as it came in my head. No, I don't. No.
Well, it could have been different. We could have had Hooker, but now he.
Oh, they released him? They could have got him back if they wanted him.
No, we don't want him back. What do you think about the other guy that was up for Heisman who lost? He made some kind of comment. I didn't catch the comments, but people kind of dragging him. Diego, is it Pavia?
Yeah.
Out of Vanderbilt?
Yeah.
What do y'all think about him? I mean, he has some nice numbers with the over 3,000 yards thrown and almost 900 on the ground.
And he's small.
6 feet. 6 feet. I would rather have Sellers at 6'3", for sure.
Right.
For sure.
You don't want. And we got tall offensive linemen too, so we're gonna get that same. He ain't gonna be able to see over the line.
For sure.
Well, Sellers, I mean, this year he threw over.
I like Sellers.
2,437 yards.
Somebody definitely gonna take a flyer on him. He's not gonna get past the second round.
And I don't think we have to. I don't think we have to pick high to get Sellers either.
Yeah, I mean, he looked like a strong one.
So if we couldn't make a trade or do anything with Sanders, look at Sellers.
But only way he gonna play is he get Mahomes. I mean,
you got to think combine is a big thing. If he light up in the combine, he's out of there.
If he light it up, he's gonna shoot up. But I don't know. Here's the thing with us needing O-linemen, plural, and we still need a DN. I don't want to spend. And I've said this numerous episodes. I don't want to spend any of the first, 2-3 rounds on anything outside of linemen. So if he shoots up, we gotta look at somebody else. I'm not looking at grabbing. I'm not looking at grabbing him to the 4th round.
If Gibbs is our running back of the future, they're gonna invest in offensive linemen that can block and continue opening.
They have to, right? Yeah, no, we're in agreement. I want O linemen, and I don't even want to say O linemen and D linemen. I want O linemen
and defensive
and an edge in the first 3 rounds. In the first 2-3 rounds.
Don't forget, man, we need some DBs, man. If I see Amik give up another big
some O-line, period. I don't give a dang how they get it. If they got to go on freaking Temu and find them boys, they better find. Look. They better find some better. Some O-linemen for sure.
I give you that. I am in full agreement. And T-Money, you hit the nail on the head because I wanted to address this too. How many times did Reed and Robertson get burned last night? Reed was on the ground more than he was covering.
Man, we all knew Reed is a slot DB. We knew that, right? So, but Meek Robinson, here's my problem with Meek. You talk too much, and then you constantly getting turned to toast. Like, man, every week we see him getting cooked. And getting cooked for TDs, getting cooked for big yard passes. It's crazy, man.
He's living off the one game that we had when he locked up. What's my guy to Minnesota? When he locked up
Jefferson.
He's still living off that game. Well, you still in the league, man. We need you to keep playing. Like right now, you looking like gnats to humans right now because people just swatting you off and pushing you out the way and.
Right, and then I'm not gonna blame the safeties. But y'all already knew, Nakua was going to kill. Why y'all didn't have nobody over the top? What's that?
They should have had more help for Reed because what was that you said, Big O? When I said, did you see Reed's head like bobbing up and down as he was trying to keep up with Nakua? Said his bottom lip was bouncing like, he couldn't keep up with. Like he was running hard and. Nakua looked like he was jogging. I'm like, oh, we in trouble. If we don't put safety help over the top, we are in trouble.
He may have been looking back, giving him man, slap me some skin.
But you know what? man. Hey, Williams and St. Brown, they cooked also. So, you know what I'm saying? That went both ways. That's why that touchdown that they called, I'm tired of us losing by a touchdown, and it's a touchdown that they give to the team that they shouldn't have gave to them.
Okay, so how does this draft plan sound? Obviously, things don't always go as planned, but how does this draft plan sound? You have first few rounds. Let's pull up our let's pull this up. Lions draft picks 2026. Right, all of this could change because you can trade, you can do all that. We got a first, a second, a fourth, a fifth, and then 7th. And
you know why we don't have a 3rd rounder, right? You know why we don't have.
I know why, and potentially a 4th round compensatory pick. So first 2 rounds, linemen, right? We don't have a 3rd. 4th round, if Sellers is there, depends. If Sellers is there, you go Sellers. 5th round, you bring a safety, and I don't know how good that safety would be, but we got to get somebody in the safety room that's not, undrafted free agents and all of that. Would y'all be mad at that draft through the first 5 rounds? Lineman, QB, safety.
No, I like lineman, edge, DB. Yeah.
So you want the safety over the QB? That's fine.
No, we need a DB. We need a DB over a safety. We got 2 strong safeties. We got Branch and we got my man. So he's locked in. They both locked in.
They both locked in.
Our safety's locked in. So no, we need another DB.
So you want another corner?
Mm-hmm.
Arnold, I know a lot of people aren't. I'm sorry, what was that?
The Branch still hurt, right?
Yeah, with the Achilles. We don't know when he'll come back. I got a little bet on the side. I said he probably wouldn't come back for 1 full year, and I'm going to lose this bet if he comes back by Thanksgiving. So we'll see what happens. I got a little side bet going on with somebody. Shedeur, what you think?
I think lineman. So whether it's offense or D line.
Yeah, offensive lineman or edge. Either or.
Either or. And then I think Sanders is going to be available. So if we don't, because Cleveland, they got money tied into Deshaun Watson. So if he's even halfway healthy, they're going to have to play him. You're not going to sit somebody that's making that much money and not play him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got to play. And if they got Gabriel, and who they think is better than Sanders anyway, they're going to give up Sanders.
I'm giving you a 7th rounder. I'm not giving you anything higher for that under that situation. In that situation,
you think they're going? I don't know if they'll bite on.
I ain't giving you a 5th rounder. I'm not giving you a 4th rounder. You're damn sure not getting my 1st or my 2nd.
A 4th rounder for who? Sanders?
Yeah,
I'm giving up a 4th. Man,
I'm not giving up a 4th.
Sanders should have been a lottery pick, man. He should have been one of the top QBs out there. If you look at Ward was the first QB, I don't think Ward better than Sanders.
I'm playing chess. I'm not giving you a 4th round when you gave me a used 1992 Toyota to get him. I'm not.
And then somebody else steps in and give that 4th rounder, man.
There's other quarterbacks out there. I'm not giving you a 4th rounder. We got too many holes. I'm not giving you a 4th rounder.
So you mean tell me, if you take that 4th rounder and draft a QB, they're gonna be better than Shedeur?
Either way, they sitting. I'm not giving you a 4th rounder.
If Shedeur be available, he's gonna be a commodity for real.
I give you a 5th. I ain't giving you my 4th. I don't have a 3rd. I have a 4th and a 5th, and I might get another 4th back. I'm not giving you my 4th. We have too many holes.
Because Shedeur come in here and it'll be competition, man.
Decker on his last leg. We don't have an edge. We don't have a center. So you giving up the 4th. So what are you doing with your first 2 rounds to make this to improve this team?
I ain't gonna even lie. It'd be offensive line, but if I see a monster edge in the first round,
okay, so you're not getting a monster edge where we're drafting. So you're gonna get an offensive lineman. You can get an edge. He's not gonna be a monster edge where we're drafting.
So we didn't see so many linemen drop
different
reasons.
Let's play it out. You want an edge, a monster edge, or an old lineman, and then in the 2nd round, are we in agreement that because you went on one side of the ball, you want to go on the other side of the ball for the other lineman? Cool. Then you give up your 4th for Sanders, and now you have a 5th round pick left. Where are we next year in the playoff hunt? Because they're not starting Sanders next year.
No. But the year after, I think he can be up.
Where are we next year?
Next year, you got golf. We got golf regardless right now.
We got golf. Where are we in the playoff hunt with that? With
next year or now?
The very next season.
It depends on health. It depends on health.
Not now. Next season, we picked a line. We picked an old lineman, an edge, gave up the 4th. And I don't know what we did with the 5th round pick, but the 4th round pick is on the bench behind Goff. Where are we in the playoff run?
I think we always going to be, I think with our team, we'll be there because you got to think teams ain't having, if other teams have injuries next year, like we have in the last 2 years, it's all about injuries.
You already know. I can't predict that because we don't know. I said that in the beginning of the season.
Where we at, Shadow?
Huh?
Like, you can't predict it. T-Money don't want to predict it. Where we at,
You
Shadow?
can't predict it. You just can't cut
I
me
think,
off,
I think we can still. Yo, man, look at it like this. Did we think that Chicago gonna have the record they having right now?
Some did.
I didn't think that.
I didn't, but some did.
No, man.
All of these are predictions.
Yeah.
Could we predict Mahomes is going to tear his ACL? That's why they're called predictions. They're not called guarantees. I just want to know y'all thoughts on. I want to know y'all thoughts. If we follow T-Money's draft and trade plan, where you think we will be next season. That's all I want. It's not guaranteed.
Barring injuries, we in the playoffs.
We may be in the same predicament we in right now in the wild card. So I mean,
we ain't even in the wild card right now.
No, we on the outside looking in. We need 3-0.
And it's still this is a spade game right now and a strong possible. I mean,
strong possible.
Hey, listen,
right?
let me tell y'all, if Pittsburgh lose tonight, we beating them. They season to be a wrap, and they'll let us coast.
That's Mike Tomlin, man. He ain't let nobody coast.
Now on the outside, but on the inside, he's gonna let us coast.
I said this is Mike Tomlin. He ain't let nobody go.
He need a draft pick. He got some building to do on that squad too. So if you ain't gonna be in the playoff, you might as well just take your foot off the gas. Let Detroit just ride through, and we got the crib anyway.
That, man. You talking about the wrong coach. That might be a Sherrone Moore thing. That ain't no Mike Tomlin thing.
Did you say Sherrone Moore?
That might be a Sherone Moore thing.
Hey, he got to put that look on, but behind the scenes, man, he got to put that look.
What you think, Shadow? What you doing with that? What you doing with that? If you giving up a 4th round for Sanders?
If he's there, yeah.
Okay. Okay. And where do you think we will be with those moves?
With those moves, we'd probably be right where we are right now. I mean, but that's just what it is because I mean, you got to think about it. The Eagles are the Eagles. The Eagles will be there. We don't know what Chicago will be, if this is just 1 year or if they're building towards something. But then Green Bay's always there. I'd write off the Vikings. I don't think JJ is the guy for them.
Man, they beat Cowboys last night. What you mean?
But hey,
that was the Cowboys too.
JJ was getting off last night. What are you talking about?
Nah, it was the Cowboys.
Cowboys so up and down though, bro. I can't predict the Cowboys. Now you talking about what I can't predict? I can't predict the Cowboys.
Now you
Cowboys are 6-7.
Now, Shadow, you nailed it, right, Shadow? But y'all missing the X factor with Sanders. Sanders come to the Lions. That's must-see TV. Then we start getting those calls because, we bring in them highest ratings. Like, our ratings are already good now, but now we got Shedeur that at any given moment he could be in a game if something happened to Goff. That's must-see TV. They're going to want Detroit to go as far as possible as they can. And it's worth the 4th round pick.
Okay, let the Shedeur done. It's over. Let's let it go. Just let it go. Because now it's like, if we do get him, it's going to be like, did we do that? I mean, it's going to be crazy. So, Shedeur, it's not even a sight right now. We need to figure out what's going to happen, and we'll know as the season go on and who's going to be available, who can we grab. I don't think Goff is the guy. He's proven everybody wrong of his skills or him even getting us where we at right now. I give him that much. But man, every time he throw the ball,
I'm sorry.
Every time he throw the ball,
we're not bashing Goff here. Know. We're not bashing Goff. I'm not going for it. He's a #1 pick for a reason. This dude put hell of up numbers. He's underrated. Dude been in the MVP conversation at the last couple of years. Man, y'all gotta cut this Goff.
Ain't nobody bashing him. I don't I've said this. We've even talked about this, bro. I mean, come on. I don't like when he throw the ball. When he throw the ball, it look like a frisbee up in the air that the wind caught. You don't know if you can catch it or not. He's not accurate with his. Come on, it's night.
You know what
I
find funny, Big O? T-Money said we not gonna bash Goff after nicknaming our top receiver Saint Drops.
Woo! Let's go. Let's talk about it.
Hey, he was dropping the ball. If they hit your hands, you got to catch
that boy yesterday too, didn't he?
If it touch your hands, you must catch it.
I agree. If it touches your hands, you got to catch it. But
Saint drop.
We can't. We're not gonna protect Goff and then call St. Brown Saint drops. I think St. Brown needs a little bit more protecting than Goff when it comes to like the bashing.
Listen, those two receivers, Williams and St. Brown, together almost got 300 yards, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's Goff. So he was throwing some hell of a frisbees.
I won't say it's all Goff. St. Brown is good with yak. The yards after the catch. Goff might throw him a 10-yard pass. St. Brown might take it 27. And he gets credit for all of that. So I'm not about to take away his yak.
Well, he averaged 12 yards a catch yesterday, and that was after he got the 52 bomb. So it wasn't all that much yak.
I don't want to take away his yak.
Well, it wasn't all that yak yesterday. I'm just saying.
You want me to pull up what our yak is compared to how far he throws the ball? You know I can pull PFF up right now.
I'm talking about yesterday's game. Now I ain't talking about for the season. Yeah, I see St. Brown do his thing.
Let's go.
All right. So
PFF sound like it.
So as it,
typing. I see you over
typing.
there signing.
I ain't typing. I'm not typing.
Yeah. Hey, over there.
It's hands free over here. I'm not typing. I'm not pulling up PFL because you know I'm a stats guy. I'm all about the analytics. I ain't gonna pull it up.
Over there using the government eye, the peripheral kicking in.
So we're gonna pull up these games. We're gonna pull up these games. So right now we're on the outside looking in because we're gonna wrap this up. We had almost an hour. So we're on the outside looking in. We got to win out.
Yeah,
I want to get some predictions for not only what y'all think we gonna do, but we also got to look at our in division opponents. We got Green Bay and we got Chicago, to see if we can make this last little push to get in the playoffs. So let me pull this up.
Yeah, we got the Steelers, the Vikings, and Bears.
Right. So. What y'all calling for the Steelers game?
A W. They at home. That's a win they're gonna have, and they're gonna do it nicely too. They're gonna beat the Steelers by 14 points or so. And Steelers got a solid defense, but this is one of them statement games.
Okay. What you got, Big O?
I got them winning.
Shadow.
I think this is the one. I think if it's the one, if we were gonna lose one, I think the Steelers is actually the one that we would lose.
Really?
Yeah.
They're gonna
talk about it.
If the Steelers win today, they both gonna be 8-6.
Talk about it though.
I think it's Aaron Rodgers. We talked about it earlier. We need help with the DBs. I think Aaron, he's always been good against the Lions. It's the throwback game for him. DK, inside, artificial turf. Well, not artificial turf, but
Washington.
Washington what?
The tight end Washington. He's nice. I like him.
Oh.
Yeah. So I mean, I think if we don't go undefeated, I think that's the game that we would lose. I think the Bears at that point in time, I don't think it's really. I think it'll be irrelevant. It's not going to be
by then.
Yeah,
but we playing in Chicago though. That's not going to be I don't see that's a game they're not going to care about, especially after we cooked them and threw a 50 burger on them last time we played them.
So we know we can't lose 2 games. We know that for sure.
We can't lose any. Forget that too. No, we need to cakewalk every game.
So we do need to win out, but technically we could drop one. We need a lot of magic. We could technically, statistically drop one.
Man?
Huh?
No.
Who's our L?
The division opponents is the ones that we need to win.
Yeah, it's the division opponent. Like it depends. But if I had to pick a L, it would be the last game.
I don't want that. I want them to be 3-0.
No,
I mean, none of us want it.
I know, but look at this the momentum part. You want them to be 3-0, then they win the wild card, then they already on you know what I'm saying?
That's
the wheels
what,
already turning.
That's what we want. But
I don't
we're
want to
talking
lose
about
none.
we're talking about what we think. Well, obviously, no one wants to lose any of the games.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick if Shadow had to pick a L, he's thinking it might be the Pittsburgh game. I'm thinking it might be the Chicago game.
I'm not picking to losing none of them. All right,
But the pivotal game is going to be next week when Green Bay plays Chicago. So, who y'all got
if
winning
Green
that
Bay
game?
beat Chicago, we good, right?
Depends. Everything depends. So I'm going through the playoff machine right now. So if Green Bay beats Chicago and we beat the Steelers, then we play the Vikings. Are we all in agreement that we can beat the Vikings at the Vikings?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got that win. Bears at the 49ers, Ravens at Green Bay.
Ravens ain't looking good, so I think Ravens gonna catch an L.
Well, Green Bay lost a number one defensive guy that was causing havoc. So I think Jackson can take this game. I think the Ravens can beat Green Bay.
Yeah, because Micah gone. Micah gone and the safety got hurt. Watson will be back. They also lost their top O lineman. I don't know for how long, but they lost their number one receiver, top O lineman, starting safety, and then Micah's done.
And if you keep Love on the run, he's not a good quarterback.
So what we predicting for that? Ravens and Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm low.
We're saying Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens.
Shadow.
Where's the game?
It's at Green Bay. That's what makes it hard, right?
Yeah. But the Ravens need it just as much as Green Bay need it.
They need it.
Yeah. I'm going to go Ravens.
What you saying, Big O? You going Ravens?
I'm going to say Green Bay going to win it.
Say Green Bay? I can toggle this. Let's say the Ravens beat Green Bay, and then the Bears 49ers. It's at the 49ers.
49ers.
We saying 49ers at the crib?
49ers tough at the crib.
49ers ain't the same team.
No, they're not.
I'm going Bears.
Going Bears?
Yeah.
I think I might want to go Bears.
Yeah, I'm going Bears.
Bears been cooking. It's time for them to catch a couple L's.
I'm going to say Bears, but like I said, I'm going to flip it too. So at that point, with us beating the Steelers and the Vikings, we had Green Bay beating the Bears in 16, and then the Ravens beating Green Bay and the Bears beating the 49ers in 17. We're still out. That's when it comes down to we would have to beat the Bears, and I'm just going to give Green Bay the win over the Vikings, and we'd be the 7th seed. So we basically have to win out. The only way I see this happening where we wouldn't have, and this is oh my God, this is so unlikely. The only way I see this happening where we could possibly lose a game and still get in is if Green Bay loses twice. The Bears would have to beat them next week, and the Vikings would have to miraculously beat them in 18. And that's what they'd have to lose all three. They'd have to tank all three. If they tank all three, we could lose one game and still get in. They'd have to lose the rest of the season.
Green Bay.
So we got to win out.
I know. That's what I said, man. Forget this. It's just
we got to
every game.
I mean,
we still gonna need the help. But I mean, we'd own the series on Chicago. But this is probably the most nervous I've been in some years when it's coming down to the wire like this, because anything can happen.
So here's how I look at it. I feel like we know what we won in scoring our offense. I feel like Pittsburgh offense can't keep up with ours. All right. Green Bay, they cool, but now they don't have nobody that can rush Goff. So I think we can put up the points. Now our defense got to stop Green Bay, and the only thing we got worried about is the Chicago game. Chicago can put up points like us, and that's it.
Damn, I don't know. What you think, Shadow?
The team's been so up and down this year. That's the big thing. So, I mean, I think they can do it. And we know they can do it. It's just about them putting it together.
Yeah, we're number 4 in total offense behind the Cowboys, Rams, and Bills on total offense. Defense, y'all don't want to know.
Dead last.
No, we not last, but we down.
Hey,
y'all
know Meek. He hurt too, right? He got that injury, so they saying he might play in the next game, bro.
Who? Wait, who?
Meek Robinson.
Meek?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, better luck next year. Let's talk about the draft. All right. Next episode is going to be the combine and free agency. Because yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with all our DBs getting hurt, but I don't know, man. So shout out.
Kirby was coming back, man. What happened?
He keeps having setbacks with his knee. They're trying to keep him off IR, but he ain't coming back, bro. He keeps having setbacks with his knee. I appreciate the fact that he's trying to give it a go, but just hey, I don't want him to try to give it a go and then we lose him long term for next year.
Man, we gave him the man. Gave him
can't help injuries. I know what you're about to say.
We gave him the Brinks truck. We gave Branch the Brinks truck. Man, like that's why you don't want to pay nobody, man.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out for y'all getting on. This is our first live. I feel like we did pretty good with it. We had a nice little conversation. We need the Lions to go ahead and win out. Prayers and thoughts to the Moore family. I know Sherrone is probably in the basement with a bottle of whiskey talking about.
What's the side chick name?
I never met her.
Hey, what's the side chick name? What's her name?
I don't know her name. Wait, Paige or
Paige? Man, Paige, turn your IG back on. I'm trying to get them DM.
And we're gonna end the show on that. All right. Thank you all for coming. For Blue Collar Blitz Podcast. I'm your host, Maverick.
And I'm Big O.
Shout out to T Money and Shadow for being a part. And we'll see y'all next week.